Today on iPad 365, we're going to show you pressure-sensitive pens and also cool iPad guns. Well, iPhone guns shoot you. Pew, 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 pew. Pew. This episode brought to you by Zagg. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here. Welcome to iPad 365, the show where we look at apps to keep your iPad up play. And we've got a gun here, and we've got a nice pressurized sensitive pen that we're going to talk about in a minute. First of all, I want to let you know, Twitter handle is iPad365, and of course the email is iPad365show@gmail.com. You can check everything out over iPad-365, and of course feel free to send me any comments or anything like that. We're going to be talking with John, and he's with Hex3. They've got some cool pressurized pens for the iPad. This is just amazing. We're gonna talk about that in a second, and then of course the gun, and we will do that now. All right, we're here with John, and from Hex3 is the name of the company, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And you create a few things, but you've got this pen for the iPad that is a pressure-sensitive pen.
Yeah, that's right. So it's the world's first pressure-sensitive stylus for the iPad.
Okay. So how does it work? How does it work?
So basically, what we do is instead of using Bluetooth or any of the other connection methods, we use high-frequency sound, and what that means is that you can be used in plane mode or any other sort of environment that you're not allowed to use Wi-Fi or Bluetooth in.
Like a plane or something like that?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the pen here.
Sure.
It looks like a regular pen. It's got like a little suction cup at the end, right?
Yeah, basically what we have to do is emulate a human finger. So there's quite a complicated collection of materials there to get the conductivity from the surface of the iPad all the way up into your hand and where it dissipates. So this tip, as you can see, it moves around and it allows it an extreme angle. So people that are sketching, a la charcoal sort of sketching, can get a very long angle on it. Okay. We've also got a couple of buttons on the top that developers are able to create different things. Some of them have done undo or changes for color or brush style. Okay. As you just heard, that one's just beeping to tell you it's about to turn off. It's got between 40 and 80 hour battery life, wow. Which is...
it's on a AAA battery, right?
AAA battery. That's a whole lot better than what you'd get out of a similar device if it was using Bluetooth. Okay. That's one of the reasons why we've used high frequency sound instead of Bluetooth. Okay. There's a number of other good things that happen from using high frequency sound. There's no pairing or syncing. You just basically turn the device on and get drawing. So it's kind of cool like that.
Okay. Really quick, first of all, the application that you use for this, is that a specific application, or can I use any type of art application that comes out for the iPad?
Well, increasingly you're able to use any type of app because there's a whole bunch of developers that are integrating it. We've got Sketchbook Pro, Procreate, Sketch Club. There's a number of note-taking apps, and there's a couple of really big developers that are integrating it as well, but I'm not able to discuss who they are just yet.
So it might work on some, but yeah. You need to integrate it into the app itself.
That's right. It'll work as a plain old stylus on apps that aren't integrated. Okay. So much like your finger, but basically it's much more accurate than a finger, and you're able to see through the tip as well. So that means that you can see what's behind.
See where you are.
Yeah, that's right.
What happens if this little plastic end breaks off?
Well, that's one of the beauties of this design is it actually ships with a couple of tips, and they actually pull out and can be switched over pretty easily.
Okay, so that's like a little pin with a tip end.
It's a 0.7 millimeter pin, which is important in that you can put that into any mechanical pencil, and then it'll convert your mechanical pencil into a stylus.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So if you've got a really nice stylus pen rather that you've been given as a gift, you can now convert it into a stylus.
All right. Well, what type of price points are we talking with this?
Well, the stylus is $89 retail. They should be in some major retailers through the US and worldwide coming over the next few months, and they're also available online from our hex3.co site as well.
Okay. We're going to show this. This isn't normally from the iPad show. This would be for an iPhone rather than an iPad, but this is really cool, and we're going to show it off next. All right, we're brought to you by our friends over at Zagg, Z-A-G-G. You can go to Zagg and get yourself a protective case. They have the Folio, which is a Bluetooth case for your iPad, which has a Bluetooth keyboard in it. And, of course, the Invisible Shield, which is that protective cover over your screen so you don't scratch your screen. I'll tell you something. I've been using Zagg products, the Folio, and, of course, the Invisible Shield. A week after I got my iPad 3, I dropped it on the concrete. No scratches, no dents, no cracks, no nothing, and that's the best part about that. I got it up and I kept on walking, and I didn't have to worry about my iPad being damaged. Check it out yourself. Check out everything, and of course, when you go to geekazine.com/Zagg, that's geekazine.com/ZAGG, use that code Geekazine for 20% off maybe a Zagg Spark. You can't do it on the Folio keyboard, but you can do it on some of the cases and, of course, the Invisible Shield. So check it out over at Zagg.com. All right, we're back. We're back here with John, and you've got it's a gun, but it's a fun little augmented reality, I suppose we could say, type of gun. Tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, so there's two styles of gaming that we've enabled with this device. There's single-player augmented reality, or AR games, and there's also a multiplayer game. So this particular gun can be encoded with any of one of 65,535 different codes. They come out of the factory like that. So when you pull the trigger, an encoded infrared beam flies out the front of this and strikes your opponent's sensor on the top there, and through a complicated collection.
You don't have that cool laser tag vest that you used to wear before.
No, the range of these is about 150 meters, and at that range, it's about a 6-meter circle or a 6-yard circle that you're firing into. So it's a game. It's you can play with 65,000 other people, and there's a massive multiplayer game that we're creating for this one as well, which be basically humans defending against an alien invasion, which will be pretty huge, and it'll be played across cities in the whole world. Yeah.
And you'd have different games on the iPhone, or actually another device like maybe a Windows phone or an Android or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. These we've got a software development kit that's available for Android and for iOS. We're working on one for Windows, and we'll get there eventually with that. There's 3 pretty good apps that we've created ourselves, which would be the massive multiplayer game, this multiplayer game for 65,000 odd people, and there's a single arcade style game as well, which uses augmented reality, and there's a marker that ships with the product, so you don't have to go and print it or anything like that.
All right. Well, that's amazing. Like I said, it's not an iPad thing. Maybe you can make one with an iPad.
Yeah, actually,
you're working on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're thinking a BFG 9000 with an iPad stuck in the back of it.
Or a nice big rifle. Yeah, a cannon or something like that.
That's right,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll see you after CES with the BFG 9000.
Yeah. Perfect. We'll go shoot Las Vegas up a little bit.
Right.
All right. Well, John, thank you very much.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, cheers.
And that's the show for today. My name is Jeffrey Powers. I'd like to thank John from Hex3 for everything with the stylus and the gun. And this is pretty cool. I can't wait till I can get my hands on one of these. Little laser tag by Playing Guns. We will be back on next time with another episode of iPad 365. If you got any questions, Twitter me at iPad 365, or the email is iPad365show@gmail.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Until then, you guys geek out, and I shoot you. Pew 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 pew. You should follow Graphite on Twitter at GraphiteINC. Pew 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 pew. It's just important. You should actually put a sound in here, so when they do, you can do different sounds like boom, boom, and pew pew pew. Oh yeah, the iPhone can make the sound. Okay, well there you go.